Hi guys, I'm back. I think I'm more excited to be back than you're excited to watch me. So, this is nothing fancy, no editing because I suck at that. I'm not good at technical stuff and I'm very honest with myself. It is just me in the raw with my Yankees cap. I went to a Yankees game the other day for the first time. I bought this hat for $5 and after I put it on, they were selling it on the subway like right when you get out at Yankee Stadium, and obviously real Yankee apparel is very expensive. But I just saw a guy and he was like $5 hats, very low key and under his breath because obviously it wasn't legal. And I was like, John, I want to get it. And he was like, okay, because we weren't expecting to go to the game. So I was like in work clothes and I just wanted to feel like part of the spirit. So I grabbed it. I went into the bathroom. I had my wig on and wouldn't fit with the hat, and I knew that, so I just like took it off, which was also a very funny story because I had like a little winter hat on, and so it came off with one, and I wanted to go outside and sell it and say 2 for 1 because the hair. Okay, anyway, too much of a story. But so I put it on, and as I was putting it on, I realized, oh, this is why it's $5. It's like all hard here. It doesn't move the same way. And then I walked out, and I realized, what happens if it doesn't say Yankees? So I told John to check the side of my hat to make sure it didn't say like Hankies. Okay, long story. So I'm excited to be here and I want to share something with you today. I was thinking about so many people in their lives feel stuck, 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 stuck. And I have been in a rut as well. On some days, I'm not really in one because I always believe that we're constantly growing, growing, growing. Even in times that you feel that nothing is happening, our lives are unfolding, our souls are unfolding. We're getting information transmitted from everywhere. We're taking it in, even if we don't even realize that it's sitting inside of us. And so there's always something that's evolving. Cells are changing. I'm never good at science, so I want to sound scientific, but I won't. I can't. Try. I won't. Okay. Coffee. Lots of coffee. So things are always basically happening. And we kind of sometimes feel that when we're doing the same thing over and over again, that we're in a rut. And that can be very, very debilitating. I've been going to a 9 to 5 job for 6 weeks now. I have never or rarely, maybe a few days, worked a 9 to 5 job in my life. And I'm filing papers and I'm doing little Excel projects, which is very, it's so non-me, but it's so great because I'm learning things about myself that I didn't know, and finding out skills that maybe I had that I didn't know. And whatever the case is, I'm getting sucked into this life. And the creative part of me, the part of me that loves to get in front of a camera and inspire and talk and just be able to get people to see a different side, that has been feeling like it's been missing. And one of the things that I find really important is honesty. We have to be honest with ourselves because you can never move forward in life or try to go in a certain direction and move towards a goal if you're constantly pushing down those feelings, the feelings, whatever it is that you're having, whether it is you're feeling stuck, or maybe you are in a relationship that you're not fully happy with, but you're not trying to rock the boat within yourself because then maybe that means you're going to be alone and you're afraid to be alone, or maybe you're at a job that you're not really loving, but then you're afraid to start over as well. Whatever it is, maybe with your own health, you don't even want to face it and deal with it because you'll be unhappy with what you see and what you really feel. The thing is that none of that's going to change unless you take the time to be honest with yourself. And man, it can be raw. And man, what you see back can hurt and it might be scary. But once you face it, it's like that big evil monster that you're afraid of that's under the bed or in the closet. And when you open that door and you see there's nothing there and it's something silly, suddenly everything seems better. Everything is always worse in our heads. So if you face it head on, if you look at yourself and you go, all right, Sherry, what is it that you're feeling? What is it that you're so afraid of? What is it that you want? What is it that's stopping you from getting where you need to go, from feeling unstuck? What is it? What can I do? When you ask it and you give yourself that space to listen, your whole entire life can begin to change. But you have to stop pushing it under the rug. You have to stop acting as if it's not, doesn't matter, or acting as if it's too big for you to tackle. Because what's too big is letting it just go, go, go. And then before you have it, you have this giant mountain in front of you and you feel like you're buried underneath it. And then before you know it, you're building more and more of a mountain and you can't seem to get out from underneath it. And then you just kind of live in this place where you're like wiggling your leg. You're wiggling your arm and you're just buried and you just kind of go through the motions of what you can do within this suffocated space. No more suffocating. No more suffocating. You are too beautiful and your life is too important for you to do that. So ask the questions, face yourself. You've got this. There is nothing that you cannot do and cannot handle. You are always, always, always taken care of and always loved. And it starts within you. So when you're ready to face yourself, which should be right now, just ask the questions. Just ask them and the answers will come. And then you invite the world to show up the way you want it. And things and people will show up in your lives and you can be able to grab a lifeline or do whatever it is because you have opened up that space. You have opened up that door. You have opened up that room for these things to happen because you know what it is that you need and that you want. All right, God, I'm talking a lot. Okay, I'm so excited. More coffee. Okay, bye. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Ask those questions. I love you. Remember, you're beautiful.